what the greatest thing about sports is. You play to win the game.
Need to be more like a dog. Different animal and the same beast. Be a dog. But are you a different animal and the same beast? You don't need a bunch of cats in here.
You kidding me? Playoffs?
We talking about practice, man.
Playoffs?
We talking about practice, man.
Playoffs?
We talking about practice, man. Not the game that I go out there and die for and play every game like it's my last. Not the game. We talking about practice, man.
Hey, what's up, man? Welcome to another episode of The Warm Up.
Nowhere. Got R. Dot here.
We got J Mad here. We got a little special guest here today, man.
That's right.
Go ahead, introduce yourself.
All the way from Bahrain, Ray J. Johnson, Baber's big brother.
That's Baber's big brother, man. He in for Babers today, man. We love you, Babers. We miss you, man.
All right, yeah,
Tell
you
him stop
already know.
smoking crack in the bathroom. I'm sorry.
Look,
I don't
niggas
even-
OD and
My bad. That was, I don't know the state of the individual. Hopefully that individual's okay.
That's we
Right.
praying for a very speedy recovery, man.
Mm-hmm.
But things is talking about things that shook up. You know what I mean? The damn world.
Took up
Yesterday.
for local teams, man. Oh man, the Nationals, man, just traded away everything.
Everything.
I mean, they. If you're not making it to the playoffs, you might as well sell it off, you know.
Yeah,
I
but
mean,
yeah. When you
They
think about that.
they the opposite of the Marlins, right? The Marlins win everything and then they blow it up.
Yeah.
They ain't getting nowhere and they decide to blow it up, which I think is the better scenario of the two. Why, if we winning, why blow it up, right? If we not winning,
Nah,
hey, let's start from scratch.
Yeah.
but you're talking 2019, the Nats won everything, and just like that, they're getting rid of.
There you go.
Everybody.
I got the.
I blame COVID.
You blame COVID? Well, I don't know who to blame. I blame complacency. I think at the end of the day.
we got one of the best GMs in the league. So if he figures, I think he knows what he's doing. So I know the list of players that the Nationals shipping off. Man, they shipped off John Lester. He went to the Cardinals.
Okay.
Josh Harrison and Jan Gomes. They both went to Oakland.
Jesus Christ.
Kyle Schwarber, who hit 16 home runs last month.
But he was on a 1 year. He wasn't going to resign
that's
anyway.
true.
Exactly.
That's
So
true.
you got to get something from him.
Yeah, so he went to the Red Sox.
I don't have a problem with that.
Yeah, he went to the Red Sox. You're right. I agree. Daniel Hudson, one of our closers, he went to San Diego. Brand Hand, another reliever, he went to the Blue Jays. And then the big one, Matt Scherzer and Trey Turner to the Dodgers.
Man. How much you think tickets are going to be for these?
I love LA. I'm sorry.
Well, I mean, yeah.
I mean, I'm an hour south.
yeah,
You know what I'm saying? So
I mean, come on.
I like good baseball.
Who's your team? Who's your team?
You know, my team is the Marlins. Being from
okay.
Florida.
Yeah.
But definitely, if I can get that I-15 game between the Padres and
Yeah, I know
and
that's
the Dodgers,
I know that's real loud.
I like good baseball, right?
That's
I'm
gonna be
too
some-
far from my squad, so give me good baseball.
That's going to be
every
some,
day.
and that's going to be some
Exactly.
great baseball, man.
So,
Great baseball.
do you think the Dodgers is the front runners now?
I think the Dodgers are
Yeah.
leader in the clubhouse right now.
Yeah.
And so it's kind of hard not to, man, with that rotation. It's ridiculous now.
Yeah.
I mean, they got 3 aces on their squad. You know what I'm saying?
It's crazy.
Yeah, it's insane. Yeah. But at least what are they gonna do with Strasburg? Yeah, I mean he's injured right now. He's out for the
I
season.
mean, they just signed him to a contract, so we'll live and die with him. Unless they're going
the way they dumping folks. I mean, he ain't gonna.
he gonna be
He may be next on the block, right? But that's one thing, it's a business. You know what I'm saying? It ain't, you want to maintain that loyalty with the people that come up with you.
Yeah.
Right. I love Strasburg. played San Diego State. I watched him when he was
Yeah.
at San Diego State. I watched him when he was a 300-pound fat kid who couldn't
Damn,
get
that
the ball.
motherfucker weighed 300
Man,
pounds.
he couldn't get the ball over the plate for nothing. And the next thing you
Jesus.
know, man, they whipped him into shape, and he's just smoking people. And
He
I
was doing that shit that the dude OD'd off of. He could lose
Oh,
that weight.
wow. Yeah, man.
I'm sorry.
But Nationals, their farm system sucked. So
It did.
They needed some players,
Some talent.
Yeah, some
Yeah,
talent.
they
Man.
got to.
And I think they did. I think they did a good job. Doing what they had to do. Especially got the top two prospects in the Dodgers
Yeah.
organization.
Yes.
They said
Which
that
is-
was the pitcher and the I think he's a outfielder.
Yeah, see what baseball, and Ray J, I know that farm system. You want to make sure that
It's
that
plentiful.
thing is.
It's your lifeblood,
Yep.
man. It's not like when in the 90s, early 2000s, when the Yankees could just go out and buy the best players and get them to come to them, right? It's all about baseball is all about your farm
Yep.
system. If you're not developing players in your lower levels, all the way up to Double A,
Yep.
typically when they get to Triple A, they're pretty much burnt out by that time. All your big prospects go from Double A and they jump up to the majors from there. If you're not developing and you're not making sure that your farm system is top tier, then you can pretty much cancel it.
Cancel it.
No rings,
That ass
right?
out of here. Well, yeah. Well, with the trades, we got. What else happened yesterday? We had the
Oh, man,
Lake
we had
Show.
a big blockbuster trade in the NBA, man.
Hey, Malcolm.
man.
Malcolm.
Brody's going
get
home.
on the camera real quick, man. You know what I'm saying? We got us Lakers fans. You know what I mean? We gotta. Yeah. Come on. I'm gonna.
Brody coming home.
Brody coming home, baby. Come on.
time.
We're coming home. We're coming home.
Oh man, I'm happy for him though, man.
Yeah.
Malcolm, you from LA?
Nah.
Nah, you. I'm like, man,
Listen,
you from LA?
Nah, I ain't from.
You don't look like no
Yeah.
LA dude.
Right.
I be seeing. I know him well. Wifey from LA. So
Oh yeah.
Oh, okay.
I was like,
So,
LA.
so in terms of the trade, you know what I'm saying? So, we'll look at it from, pimps up and hoes down. So the pimp is going to be whoever got the best of the trade, and the hoes going to be who got the worst.
That's a good segment.
You know what I'm saying? So pimps up and hoes down.
I really
And
would've-
because I'm biased, I'm gonna let my colleagues go first.
I really wish you would have given me time to prepare for that pimps up, hoes down segment. Because I'm,
Look,
you know
you're
me.
you're a genius.
I'm here and there about it. So for me, I feel like the Lakers have the immediate benefits of the trade. All right. I feel like that,
Yeah.
once again, they're top contenders for the championship next year.
Damn right.
I know Milwaukee did their thing this year. I'm neither here nor there about Milwaukee.
So you think that was a fluke? Let's call it what it is.
Yeah, man.
Okay.
I think,
Okay. Let's
I
call
don't.
it.
I don't think.
Let's call it what it is.
I think it was just the right timing for them right
Right
now.
time?
Yeah, right time for them right now. I think
Yep. And
because it was a lot of basketball back to back.
yeah.
Right. They typically have a lot more time off to recover. Right. That's why
Mm-hmm.
we've been seeing superstars go down left and right during the season this
Yeah.
year. Right. Typically we don't see that. Right. But when you play a lot of basketball, I played basketball. Not on the highest level like NBA or nothing, but I played D1 basketball for Alabama State. I played.
You're there when
All
2 Chainz
Navy.
was there?
I wasn't. No. I played all Navy basketball, right? And I know what it's like just playing back to back to back to back, and the wear and tear it is on your body, right? And especially at that level, right? Even though with all the recovery and stuff that they have, it's really difficult for older players, right? That's been in the league for years to bounce back.
So what would cause those injuries? And just to kind of piggyback, because we had that we had that segment before
about that.
And I was of the essence that the injuries that were happening in the playoffs had really nothing to do with the wear and tear. They were more freak injuries than ligaments, tendons, soft tissues.
Right.
You know what I mean? So,
But that's just the thing, right? These guys are they're fine-tuned athletes, right?
Okay.
Think about it, I could run a Honda Civic into the ground, right? Because a Civic it's not a performance car, it's a car built to just go, right?
Sure.
These guys are fine-tuned athletes like Ferraris and Lamborghinis, right?
Okay.
The littlest bump in a Ferrari or Lamborghini,
Gonna mess it up.
you on the side of the road.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So that's what I'm saying. They may seem like freak accidents or freak injuries and stuff,
Yeah.
but when you don't have the time to do the proper maintenance on it, that's when those things happen.
sure, but if you have a Honda Civic and I have another Honda Civic and I crash into you, then what's going to happen? That's not, you know what I'm saying?
No.
And that's what I'm saying. Like, LeBron had freak stuff. Kyrie landed on someone's foot. I mean, those
Yeah,
are.
yeah,
I mean,
yeah,
those
you're
things
right. Those
are.
things are-
You know what I mean? It's
Some
not
things like that, yeah.
Yeah, it's not like, okay, hey, you know, I'm driving a car, you know, like in NASCAR, which Jay, you know a shit ton about racing.
Mm-hmm.
You know, where, you know, tire tread is going off. Where okay, yeah, now I'm wearing myself out. I mean, you could start a race, you know, in lap 2. Have some dumbass, you know what I'm saying? You know, so that's the only thing.
So
I'm
like
saying
stuff
with
like
that.
stuff like that, right? And I'm a big proponent of protecting your body, right?
Yeah.
So I play when I hoop, right? I play with ankle braces and
Okay.
I play with mid to high top shoes, right?
Mid-
kids nowadays they playing
Nah,
in these
low
little
top.
ass
Low
low
top.
top. I'm like not even low tops. Like man, I'm talking about like this.
Those joints
much.
they're not even coming
Like,
above the
yeah,
heel.
it's like
crazy,
yo.
man.
So I mean, and you would think that right if you rock ankle brace, tape your ankles up or something like that, it kind of like landing on somebody's ankle. It may not have
That hurts.
prevented you from
yeah.
being hurt, but may have prevented the severity of the injury.
I agree with that. Shout out Tipsy team. All right, Jay, what do you think, man?
I'm gonna say
Tossing them out there.
I feel that both of them are pimps, man. Both teams are pimps because I think both of them got I think it was a good trade for both sides, man. Because Lakers are ready to win now.
Yeah.
They get a superstar to win now. Wizards ain't ready to win now. We get some pieces and draft picks to build our system up.
To build it, but you guys confident with Kuzma,
I mean,
KCP? I mean, come on.
KCP is not.
No.
Listen.
I'm gonna let you go, but I'm gonna definitely rebut the shit out of that.
Hey,
Me as a Lakers fan, I've had the pain that this guy is not showing up
Hey
on.
man, all they can do is get better, man. That's all they can do is get better, and we need depth. You know, Kuzma, KCP, especially Harold. I mean, we need somebody down there like a dog to get them rebounds and everything, man.
Harold, okay.
Yeah.
KCP, no. I mean, he's so inconsistent. He's, you know.
What about Kuzma?
Kuzma? Same thing. I mean, he had his time to shine. I mean, LeBron was gone. That was his team. And it's happened before in the past. You know what I mean? It was his team.
So, what do you think? You don't think it was a good trade for both sides?
Me personally, I think it was best for the Lakers. I don't think it was that good for, the Wizards. You know, but a lot of that, I think if you can get Bradley Beal to stay, then I think you can possibly build, something. I think sometimes having to change the scenery, makes people,
I agree
better.
with that, definitely.
You know what I mean? So I think Kuzma he's shown potential. So it's not as if he is not capable of doing it. But
how long do you live off potential?
Listen, I mean, for me, I give Kuzma basically.
He's been in the league how long now? 4 years. 4 years, right?
4 years.
Because you just read up on it.
He read it.
Yeah.
I give him the opportunity to go to another team, and maybe see how it goes. Sometimes we all can say, and you're the best hooper out here, Ray. Sometimes playing with all-time greats does not help the psyche of, and for me personally, I think you can learn a lot, obviously, for all-time greats, but sometimes there's a pressure that comes with that. And to me, Kuzma looks as though he's one of those people that kind of fold under that. I think he actually has the potential to maybe be, a 18, 17 a point night, guy, maybe around 3 to 5, that type of thing, because you don't have that type of personality. LeBron James demands a lot out of you, and not everybody's cut from that. And that's the same thing with Jordan. That was the same thing with Kobe. That same thing, and that was the thing, with Kobe, because he tried to school them. He tried to tell, like, this is what you're supposed to do.
I know. I think I agree with you on that remark, but I think another thing about it is playing for the Lakers.
Yeah, it's pressure.
Everybody want to play be a
huge
Laker.
pressure.
It's pressure.
Showtime, right? Even though the last couple of years, for the most part, I mean, the Lakers have been. I can't even say that they've been in the shadow of the Clippers, because even when the Clippers were dominating the Lakers,
In the stands, that's it.
But we have a title.
LA is a Lakers town. Lakers, man. And don't say nothing bad about Kobe, because we saw what happened to that last dude.
Let me tell you how. We don't.
He took an L for real.
We don't play that. We don't play that shit at all.
So I agree, man. I think Kuzma could. This is a chance for Kuzma.
It's a chance for him
to shine. A
KCP, nah. Look, he'll be dealt mid season to a contender.
Let's see, right?
Nah, please.
And it depends on. And I'm a big fan of building players, and I feel like Washington, they've done a decent job of building some players up, man. I didn't think Bradley Beal was going to be who he is.
And hockey? Hockey's good.
Right.
Don't get me started, because we're gonna talk about
a good job of building. Well, no, I can't even.
No, I ain't saying they building no superstars.
No, they're
There
great
you
at
go.
building players to ship
There
them
you
to
go.
other places so they can flourish.
Right,
Because
and
we've seen that.
that's what I've seen, right? And that's not
We had
they don't get there.
Rashid.
Right, they don't just go to places and shine because all of a sudden they in a new scenario. They've gotten the coaching and the teaching and the fundamentals built at that point, and then you ship them off, and now it's like they got in a spot where, hey, it's my turn to shine.
Yeah.
So, absolutely.
So Jay, what do you think? About the draft? What do you think about that, man?
Yeah, man.
Trash.
It was the draft. It's not like the NFL draft, but it was a draft.
Well, yeah.
And I guess everybody know that Cade Cunningham went 1st.
Mm-hmm.
I think that he's gonna be like that, man. Maybe get Detroit out of that little funk they in right now.
What do you think? So we have a segment here. It's one night stand.
Oh yeah, one night stand on marriage.
Or marriage.
We're gonna do the first 10 picks.
Yep. Yeah, we'll do
First 10. Oh.
yeah.
All right. Well,
We do the first 10.
let's start with number 1 then.
Okay, so go ahead and
Cade
call them out.
Cunningham. Cade Cunningham went to Detroit from
Okay.
Oklahoma State. Is he marriage or
Marriage.
one night stand? My man Ray said
Ooh,
marriage.
he said marriage.
I'm gonna say marriage. I believe that he's gonna be a superstar.
Damn, man.
He
Can I
does
say like
he does everything you
Can I
want.
say like a side nigga?
I
Like,
mean, you gotta say what you feel.
nah, I'll say marriage, but I'm gonna tell you the only reason why I'm reluctant, and the reason being is I don't Detroit. I'm just not confident that they're gonna be able to develop him, and that goes back to what you said about development,
yeah.
players, because there's been a lot of great players that came through the league that should have actually been good, but wrong circumstances, not developing, tossing them out there, putting all this pressure on them, not really
You're
coaching
saying
them
it's
right.
not the player is going to be the
He has
organization.
he has the skill. I think all of us agree with that.
Mm-hmm.
If anyone knows anything halfway
all these
decent
kids,
about
all these
basketball,
kids got the
can
skill.
play.
Yeah, all these kids
But
got the skills.
it's just about right circumstances, going into certain, I'll say this. I'll go with marriage. I'm not going to harp on that. But I will say that, you might be facing separation.
I mean, we all. There's everything's always, roses and
yeah, I'm just more confident in
champagne
other.
when you first pull. Right, that's marriage in general, right? When you first get married to somebody, man, things is
it's the bee's knees.
And
All right, well,
5, 6 years down the road, you hit a little slump, and it's like, hold on, man. Then you start looking at the trade rumors.
But a prime example of that is with Toronto, real quick. The whole thing with that, they got rid of DeMar, and Kyle Lowry was. He was so angry, so mad. That's one of his best friends, but not seeing the big picture because obviously you have someone who knows what the hell they're doing, and they get a title. So that's what I mean. It's about having someone who actually knows what they're doing to aid, this person. What players are they going to wind up picking, afterwards? So, but I'll go with that. I'll go marriage.
So marriage consensus across the board.
Yep.
All right.
Consensus.
Number 2.
Jalen
Green.
Marriage. 30 years of marriage.
I like him too, man.
30 years of marriage.
A marriage, man.
I'm gonna tell you right now.
Oh man, here we go. It's the last time you're on this show, man.
I'll be trying to agree with mine.
The way you said it was like
the way that boy balled out in the G League.
Man.
Right? And that's one thing. I just want to sidebar for a second. That's one thing I like about overseas ball players, right? These dudes have been playing with grown ass men
Since they
hungry, bro.
14, 15 years old, right? So that's why I say when he goes to the G League instead of going to college, right, to do his thing, and he's still balling out against grown ass men. Don't think that everybody in the G League is 18, 19, 20 years old.
No.
These is 35-year-old grown ass men in the G League that's still trying to get back to the league, get that last roster spot on the squad,
they're
right?
Hungry. They are hungry, bro.
And they
that's the thing. Everybody's hungry in the G League.
Out. I'm telling you, I went and played in the summer league one year, in the NBA summer league one year with my homeboy.
Okay.
Yes. And
how was that?
That was that's where I realized that I'm not as good of a hooper as I thought I was.
But look, you got there though.
You know what I'm saying? So, and I was just like, yo, man, these guys, they're just different, right? And for me, it was, everybody thinks that they can make it on the highest level of basketball. I knew I couldn't make it on the highest level of basketball because I wasn't dedicated to basketball like those guys are dedicated to basketball.
So you had to be invited to that, or
yes. So, but I got invited because I had a hookup. One of my homeboys was invited, and he gave me a name. Like I ain't playing no actual televised summer league games or anything like that. I just I went up there. I went to the camps and stuff, and it was
they could ball.
It was a great experience, right?
They could ball, right?
I was back then. I'm a small guy now, but shit, back then I was like 30 pounds lighter than I am now. So I was just getting pushed around. But I signed. I had a few highlights. Don't get me wrong. I opened up some eyes here and there, man. Don't get it twisted.
But that joy, it made you realize it
made me realize that basketball wasn't my future.
And if they're balling like that, so you're thinking damn, well, you can only imagine.
It made me realize balling was not my future.
Yeah.
I mean, I was already in the Navy, right? One of my homeboys who played all Navy basketball with me, he was on the squad. Talking about me, brought me up. They brought me up there, and they was like, "Man, you brought this nigga over here?" Right? But then I got on a break, and I just take off on these, right? And they was like, "Oh shit, he got a little something. Hold on, man." But
play a little ball.
Yeah, nah. That's why at that point in time, that's when I realized, okay, I'm gonna do this Navy thing full time.
Yeah.
I'm giving up on my hoop dream.
Ain't nothing wrong with defending our country, and we actually appreciate that.
Oh
man.
man, thanks man, I appreciate
We appreciate that, brother.
So marriage. I'm sorry, marriage.
So we got marriage for
Marriage,
that.
of course.
So
man.
we got
All right,
number
number 3, man. We got Evan Mosley from USC. going
USC.
to Cleveland.
I'm gonna say one night stand because that's Cleveland Cavaliers. So
The organization makes it a one night stand.
I have to agree with you.
So
man.
it's not a one night stand on Mosley. It's a one night stand on the Cavaliers.
on the Cavaliers. The organization is going to, and they're going to ruin Colin Sexton. They're going to Darius Garland. They're going to ruin them.
I like Sexton.
He's
man.
so good.
He's good, man.
So good.
It's
I
somebody
like
you
seeing
don't
him
know.
play, man.
Unless you follow ball, you
Wow.
do not
Yeah.
know because they're
The casual fan
trash.
wouldn't know about them. Yeah.
They're trash. So unfortunately,
And nobody talks about SEC basketball.
Nope. So unfortunately, he's going to be a one night stand, and I'm sorry, bro.
All right. So we've been in agreement for 3 picks.
Okay.
Number 4.
We got
Scotty Barnes from Florida State. the
Scotty
shooter.
Barnes. So, woo.
I see your face over there, Ray. Man, what's up?
It's a one night stand for me, Scotty Barnes. And,
He went to Toronto, by the way.
yeah, no, I'm with you. I don't think Toronto develops players, and I think the ACC has had a really down couple of years, so I think he shined when the ACC was down.
Yeah, I feel you.
Yeah, Leonard Hamilton is a great coach. I agree with you. ACC that, but Toronto, same thing. I look at OG. I look at Pascal Siakam. The only really the time they flourished was because they had Kawhi Leonard there. I mean, let's call it what it is. I mean, they have. Yeah.
You ever notice Florida State?
One night stand.
You ever notice Florida State has like all the same player? Like their whole roster is
It's
just
6'8",
athletic
6'9"
wings.
But you have to realize, right?
Yeah.
That's what we build in Florida, right?
It's
You
all
think
they have a
about
whole team full of wings.
Florida, right? Florida is a bunch of athletic football players that
Always.
they make into basketball players.
Hey man, listen,
right?
that's all it is
You know
in
what I'm
Florida
saying?
State, man.
So-
I be looking at them like these some athletic motherfuckers, but I don't see no point guards.
Yeah.
It's just all wings.
And
Who's on Charlie Ward?
Yeah,
he was a
Charlie
basketball
Ward,
player and football
basketball
player,
player.
yeah, and got himself
Got
a
a
Heisman
Heisman,
on
yeah,
that.
got himself
You know
a
what I
Heisman.
mean?
Oh, Charlie Ward was a beast, man.
Yeah.
I can't stand Florida State, but you know what I'm saying. Go
But just
Gators.
think, he got a
Right,
Heisman and decided to play ball.
Absolutely.
So it was smart. So who we got? Who we
That was
got
a smart
next?
decision. on
we
him.
got-
absolutely.
We got number 5, my man Jalen Suggs from Gonzaga. Marriage for me.
He wants to
Put a
be
ring on it.
married. He wants to be.
I like him, man. I was able to watch a little Gonzaga basketball this year, man. And every game he impressed me. I
did?
like him.
So I
You gotta-
hate Gonzaga. I'm telling you, I think as a team and as a program, outstanding, right?
Mm-hmm.
I wish they would switch leagues.
Yeah.
Number one,
Yeah.
it's easy to.
Who should they go to?
I mean, they need to go to the Pac-12.
Pac-12?
Yeah, go to
Pac-12.
Pac-12. I can respect those W's a little bit more. A
little bit more.
Pulling them out. If you going undefeated in the Pac-12,
There's something about the
I can
Pac-12.
respect
It
that.
just say soft to me.
it is.
It's
It
just
is
soft,
because that's
Football
just
and basketball.
that's just West
is,
Coast. That's
yeah.
just West Coast athletics, man. West Coast athletics is all about finesse and
Yeah.
looking
East
Coast is
good and
tough.
stuff
East
like
Coast
that.
is tough, yeah.
East Coast is tough, and down south is just
Just
ragged.
just
Right.
tough,
Yeah, it's just
tough
grinding.
and
Yeah.
that. Like you get a little bit on every play
So-
with
So as a player, I think Jalen Suggs is he's a solid player. I think he has that toughness. I mean, he played football. I mean, he was the number one prospect in football, number one prospect in basketball. I think as a player, marriage with the Orlando Magic. Yeah, I'm not all the way in there with Orlando.
yeah, I'm marriage. I mean, I think he's the type of player right now for the NBA. But one thing, with Mark Few, and like I said, when you're not tested, sometimes that can hinder you. And especially in basketball. You know what I mean? Football to me, it doesn't always necessarily mean like if you've been tested, because there's been great players that have came in football that hadn't played in great leagues in college.
Absolutely.
But I don't typically see that in basketball.
Don't typically see that in basketball, right?
Usually, even some of the players that played in best collegiate leagues,
I mean,
don't turn out.
What's my boy name who got drafted number 3 overall from Gonzaga way back in the day?
Oh, Adam Morrison.
Oh,
Adam
Morrison.
Yeah.
Yeah. He
got-
didn't make. I mean,
Yo, he was a
we
beast
used to
at
look,
Gonzaga.
we were playing with
That
like
was a Michael Jordan
Nintendo's.
pick, though.
Yeah.
Wasn't it? Yeah, so he
Yeah,
wasn't
well,
really.
let's not get into that.
All right.
Let's
That was a
not,
Michael Jordan
let's
thing,
not
so-
get into that.
I
he was-
digress.
But he was a baller. Though.
No, he
You know what
wasn't.
I
In
mean?
college, he was a
But
beast.
again, it's the same thing when you look at you know when you have Jimmer Fredette that got drafted by Sacramento, if I'm not mistaken.
He's in China right now, killing it.
I still think he's a beast.
But he can play. He can
Yeah,
play.
he was in China. and-
Now he might not have been
Killing
at that point in time. I guess the league was switching now. Like I still think the league
now, today is made for Jimmer
Fredette.
The league today.
I mean
is
that
made for
range. That guy was in.
the fact that nobody's giving this dude a chance to come back and play in the States.
He was
man.
busting ass against San Diego State, and that was Kawhi Leonard's team,
Yeah.
and he was
Absolutely.
busting ass against them when
Absolutely.
they
He
played.
was-
They were
he
still
was
in the
busting ass
Mountain
every
West.
game.
Yeah,
In college.
Dude, I mean, just think about it. I mean, we remember watching him.
I'll tell you what.
Jimmer, his dude.
If I was Jimmer
Jimmer
Fredette,
time.
I would stay my ass in China. I wouldn't
Yeah,
even come back.
why-
yeah, make them.
So-
I mean,
just like Starbury making
I'm
money
telling
over
you,
there,
hey,
man.
yeah,
So, sorry.
no, making the money.
Right. So when I played all armed forces basketball, right, we went overseas. It was the time I met. Damn, again. I'm blanking out. Right.
It's a tipsy tea. Don't worry.
It is the Tipsy Tea. I'm blaming the Tipsy Tea. Shout out to Tipsy Tea.
It
I appreciate
happens.
it. Right. Phil Jackson. Right.
Yep.
And Pops. Right.
Yep.
They were over there watching the game. That was it. I was like, damn. Right. Because they were recruiting the point guard from Latvia. Right. Point guard from Latvia.
Okay.
Busted my ass. But became one of my best friends in that tournament, right? And I was like, yo, man, Pops and Phil, they out here looking at scouting you. He's like, yeah, they scouting you. It's like, what you gonna do? You going to the NBA?
Yeah.
It's like, why go to the NBA? Be the 6th, 7th, 8th man when I'm Michael Jordan. in
Jordan
my
out
country.
here.
You know what I'm saying? I'm like, oh. And sure enough, man, I actually got the chance to go to Latvia. One of my ships pulled into Latvia, and here he comes to the ship in a stretch number. Like, I'm taking you out. Who you got coming with?
And he's the
Showed us
man.
the last time, man. Hey, it was a blast. But yes,
He was the man.
if I was Jimmer, man, stay in
Stay.
China, man. Make
Stay,
that
man.
money, man. Quit playing.
So cool. We got.
But yeah, Jalen
So-
Suggs,
On marriage or you disagree?
I got married.
I got marriage.
side chick.
Not
Not a one night stand.
Not
Not a one night stand. But my main side chick,
A
the one that
Gumash.
what's that chick name? The blue chick that talking about her man, her paying her bills and stuff and all that stuff.
A sugar. He could be a sugar daddy.
I'll be Jalen Suggs sugar daddy.
All right, man. Number six,
right.
straight from Australia. Josh Giddey going to Oklahoma City.
Oklahoma City.
I'm not gonna lie, I haven't
I don't
seen
have
a
a
lot
lot
of
of him either.
Yeah, I haven't seen a lot of Josh Giddey.
So Australia basketball is a solid basketball league.
Solid,
right?
okay.
It's a solid basketball league, and I think the performance that he put up over there. Like I didn't watch a lot of his games. I've seen like the highlights and pulled up some stuff. I think he's a good fit for Oklahoma City right now because they're really rebuilding.
Yeah.
So, and I think that's a solid piece to go ahead and
He's a solid point guard.
he's a solid point guard.
Yeah.
So, but it's hard to say marriage because
You don't know nothing about him. That's what I'm saying. Now.
Well, Sam Presti and those boys
I
have a
feel-
tendency of shipping people away.
and I feel like Australia basketball is probably the most similar to American basketball, right? When you pick up guys from Europe and stuff like that, and South America and stuff like that. Oh, that's why we lost to France, right? Because France, they
been
play
playing
over.
together.
They've been playing together, and they play in Europe, and that's the league we play by FIBA rules in the Olympics, right?
So it's different.
So it is
Big
a
time.
hard nose. It's like 90s, 80s, 90s basketball,
basketball.
right? It's not.
But you're
it's-
playing all this
you
space
can't,
in
right?
and-
You don't. It's like you don't get all the space that you
Yeah.
get in USA basketball. But Australia is more like USA basketball. So I think he'll fit into the NBA just fine. Whether he's a fit for Oklahoma City, it's going to be yet to be seen. So
Yeah,
if
well-
I was to, I would say one night stand.
Or not.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say one night stand just because I don't
Yeah.
really know nothing about him. I heard that he's a good player, solid point guard. What's
I'm
the last point guard that didn't really work out? Exum from
Dante
Australia?
Exum?
Dante Exum,
Yeah.
He didn't.
He got drafted
what
by
happened to
Utah,
him?
though.
Yeah. Oh yeah, he got drafted by Utah. Yeah.
I mean, well, shit, Donovan Mitchell.
I mean, he
balling.
wasn't. He wasn't. Yeah, he's still in the league.
Yeah,
It's
he's
not
still in
like
the league.
he's out of the league and stuff. And
He's
like
still in
he's
the league,
trash. He's
though.
a solid. He's a solid backup.
Yeah.
He's a solid piece to
He's
a
a
team.
big point guard too. He's like 6'6",
Yeah, he's
right?
6'7". I
He
think.
got size
So,
though. Yeah, but
So,
I'm
yeah.
But I'm gonna say one night
I say
stand,
one
man.
night as well.
All right, man. Number 7, man. Another guy.
Mo Wagner's
I'm
brother.
gonna see how you say his name. Jonathan
Wagner.
Yeah, something like
Wagner.
that. From the G League.
It's Kalagna?
Going
It's not Kuminga?
Kuminga. Going to
Wagner.
Golden State.
I don't know. Yeah.
Golden State.
Not gonna lie, I didn't see a lot of him either.
Well, they say he's better than his brother.
I'm gonna
Right?
be real, man. Golden State don't get too many things wrong.
They don't.
Right.
They don't.
Right about that.
And see, and they're it's just
They
like
don't
to your
have
point.
they don't have Jerry West anymore, but they still. I think Jerry West has definitely left his imprint on Golden State.
But they have a
don't
good.
get much
They
wrong.
have a good quote unquote farm system, as I would say, at drafting players.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So, and again, I know Mo Wagner is he was in Michigan. He was really good.
Mm-hmm.
His brother. But if Golden State drafted them, I'm gonna say marriage on that one because they see something in that kid that can be something different, especially with hopefully Clay coming back.
And I definitely hope Steph got a say in.
Yeah, I would hope so.
So-
Yeah, I would hope so.
I'm gonna go with marriage.
Yeah, I'm gonna go marriage on that.
Yeah, like you
That's
said,
strictly
Golden State don't
organization.
really get
Yeah,
that.
that's
Yeah,
strictly
they
Don't
don't
go
they
Myers.
don't mess up.
All right, number 8, man, going
Okay.
with his brother down to Orlando, Franz Wagner, going with his brother Mo Wagner, man, from Michigan. I watched a lot of Michigan
I
basketball.
did see some Michigan games.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
did see a lot of Michigan basketball, and I liked them, man. I'm
And
gonna say
Juwan Howard's a
marriage,
good
man.
coach too.
Oh
man.
yeah,
yeah,
I'm gonna say marriage.
Absolutely.
yeah. Juwan Howard's a good coach.
I think
so.
Juwan Howard was the perfect coach
Mm-hmm.
at the perfect time.
Yeah. But again, that's another Washington Wizards
yeah,
Bullets
yeah.
product that they. I mean, they couldn't even keep him in house so he can coach the team. They just get rid of him, let him go to Miami,
Sick
build
again.
up under Eric Spoelstra, and ship his ass on out. Yeah, so.
Alright,
yeah,
man.
I'm marriage.
But I'm gonna say marriage, man.
You know
last
how I
two.
feel about Orlando, but and Jalen Suggs, but I think they may have with those two together. That might
Yeah.
be a start of something.
Might be a start.
Yeah, it might be the start of something. So I'm going marriage right there.
All right.
Okay.
Number 9, man. This is the man I was hoping the Wizards come up and get, because we needed a point guard after the trade. Donovan Mitchell, man, from Baylor, man.
I'll tell you, man.
I
right
love
now,
this dude, man.
That dude is
It's
an
special.
NBA
Special.
point guard.
He's an NBA
He's
point.
special.
I wanted the Wizards
And
to
it's
come
not-
up and get this dude
and it's
so
not-
bad, man.
It's not, man. I feel like the leadership that he showed on the court, the leadership
like
he
that,
shows
man.
on the court, the toughness, man, and it's like
Defense,
the
man.
physical and mental toughness of this
But
kid,
them
man.
Baylor boys,
Yeah.
man,
They
they're
was
tough.
not
They're tough.
playing on defense, man. And
They're tough.
He shut Cunningham down, man.
Oh yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Shut him down.
Them Baylor.
marriage,
Marriage, man.
marriage. I'm telling you right
I
now.
want to marry him for the next 50 or 20 years.
Man, I was saying, man, I was praying. I was like, man, Wizards, y'all go up and get this dude, man. Because with Westbrook gone, man, he would have been perfect just to come in here.
But
and
who
be
would
our
they have
point
given
guard,
up
man.
to move
Nah,
up?
we
there?
had the draft picks. They
Y'all got them
moved
picks
out.
from the
yeah,
Lakers?
they from the
Yeah,
Lakers.
I'm at 22nd. So like,
Man, we could have given him. We could have gave him them 3 we just got.
Yeah,
Go up there
and,
and get him.
and I really felt like this draft was deep enough for.
Oh, it was
for-
very deep.
for
Yeah.
you to give up
To give
those
up, yeah.
later
Yeah.
round, those later picks to move up, and
I was
teams
like,
would have been like,
come
Well,
on,
to give up
Wizards,
some of
go
the
up and
players
get
that
this
they got.
dude, man.
I think
that just goes back to
He's-
it just goes back to why we think the Lakers are the pimp and the Wizards were the fucking hoe.
man. He's this guy is
Yeah,
he's
he
solid,
like that, man.
He's
Okay.
solid.
Okay,
All
then.
right,
Last one.
and number 10, he was the high school teammate of little LeBron and little Dwayne, Zaire Williams
Ooh,
from
Zaire.
Stanford.
Yeah, Zaire.
You know he was the only one with dreads on the team for
Oh, yeah.
Stanford.
I saw him.
Alright.
My nephew played against him when he came down here to play. Paul, was it Paul the Sixth? Paul
was.
Six down there.
I
My
was.
nephew played down there. Paul 6'1".
All the six guys.
Yeah.
They always got a squad, man.
So
you know, all them leagues for that WCC.
yeah,
man,
down there, yeah,
that's the
they-
best
Them boys
in the
ball,
country,
bro.
man.
Them
Boys
boys
ball.
play, man. I watched a lot of those games live while I was in Bahrain
Yeah.
and stuff, waking up early in the morning. Shout out to my nephew, let you know I was watching all your games, son. But
Them kids.
yeah,
ball,
man. But that kid, man, Zaire Williams, man, he's a really solid piece, man.
Yes.
I think he
Where did he go to?
he went to
Stanford.
Stanford, yeah. Went to Stanford.
Went to Stanford.
Oh, you talking about
no,
the
NBA?
NBA?
NBA. Oh yeah, he went to in
He went to New
New
Orleans.
Orleans. That's right. He ended up in New Orleans.
He went to
It
Memphis,
was
but they
Memphis'
traded him
pick,
to New
but they
Orleans
traded him, right?
for Valanciunas.
And I
Okay.
think down there in New Orleans, I don't know what I don't know what they're doing.
Neither do I.
That's the thing
They
about
got
it.
them pieces though.
Yeah, but
If they get a coach, they gonna be deadly.
I mean, pieces don't mean anything.
Them
I
pieces
mean,
don't mix.
it's not. That's
They
what I'm
don't.
saying. It's a lot of the same pieces. You know what I'm saying? You
Like
got
Florida
the-
State.
like Florida State, right?
That's what I'm saying. I mean, you have the GM from Cleveland. What's his name again? Forgot his name.
Forgot his name.
Pull that. The GM
Cleveland.
for Cleveland. Pull that, Malcolm, real quick. The GM for New Orleans now, because he came from there and he's coming there. He's doing all this kind of.
David Griffin.
Oh, yeah,
Yes,
David Griffin.
yeah,
Yeah, David Griffin. Yep.
And come on,
As a
Oh
player,
no,
it's not David.
Trajan Langdon is now.
Trajan Langdon's the
Yeah,
Oh, he's the
GM
GM now.
yeah.
Trajan Langdon.
So what? David Griffin? He got bumped up to
hold on,
what,
man.
president?
What has Trajan Langdon been doing to get a GM spot, man? I ain't heard this dude's name in like 15 years.
They try to get the next
Man.
James Jones like in Phoenix.
Oh
Man.
my gosh! All right, man. Hey, shout out to you, Trajan Langdon, man. Wait a minute, move on up. Trajan Langdon,
He played
for a few years.
He played.
Yeah, he played for a few years.
He played a little bit. He didn't revamp his game like your boy JJ Redick did. That's why JJ Redick is still, JJ had
Sniper game.
yeah.
Oh,
But JJ couldn't come off the dribble, and then he got bigger.
I will give
You know what I'm
JJ
saying?
Redick
all the credit.
props for
All the credit.
changing his game up a little bit.
He had to do it. So I'll
I like Zaire Williams as a player.
I'm gonna do
He's
one. I'm gonna do
long.
one
got-
night stand.
He got handles. I think he can shoot.
Yeah.
He can't shoot the NBA range yet, but I think he can shoot. I don't like the fit with him in New Orleans.
I think he was the
So one night stand.
he was the number one prospect last year coming out of high school,
Yeah.
wasn't
Yes.
he? Yeah.
Yes, he was.
I'm gonna do one night.
One night stand.
One night.
But not as a player, Zaire.
Team.
Not as a player.
Team.
Organization for me.
Okay,
I
well.
think you're going to be an outstanding NBA player, but you won't be an outstanding
And,
NBA player with Pelicans.
That was the last one. That was number 10. But I want to.
I still don't like that team name.
I want to get
Pelicans.
y'all opinion on one other player, man. Number 15,
the-
Corey Kesper from the Washington Wizards. Sharpshooter coming from Gonzaga, Ray's favorite team.
When you're so much better than every other team in the league, it's so hard.
Come on.
It's so hard. When you see these guys against, like when you see them against Baylor, it's like, okay, man, you might not be as good as I think, right?
They're deer.
But he's a man. Shit, he's a sharpshooter, man. We need that.
Shooting translates to the A's and NBA.
Yeah,
That's one
and
thing.
that's
You're
what we
absolutely
need,
right.
man. I think it was
But
a
the
great
thing,
pick.
but the thing about it is, can you get the spacing for your team?
Oh, now you're gonna get spacing because they're gonna be doubling Brad.
Yeah, who else?
But that's it only takes one person to get double for somebody to be open.
Listen, you can do that for a game, but is he going to be consistent enough?
I think he can.
to-
I think he can be.
I mean, we got KCP that doesn't like to show up, so we know that Harold's not doing anything.
Harold's gonna do something.
Please,
Well, you don't need to do much. Just get some rebounds, man. Get
He
some,
doesn't do
get some
much.
much.
What you?
What's
wait.
Washington's starting lineup right now?
I guess right now at point guard is gonna be Ish Smith, Bradley Beal, Hachimura.
Oh, that's right. Your man's former teammate,
yeah.
right?
I
So,
do like
so they're gonna do
He was
that
Gonzaga. He
that
was
Gonzaga
Gonzaga too.
stuff.
Yeah.
He was Gonzaga
so,
too.
We got
at
Mark
the-
Few products there. Yeah, okay.
Trying to think who's gonna be
Bertha.
at the 4. Nah, it might be last year's pick.
I know who you're talking about.
Yeah, the Israel boy,
Yeah.
and then at center, Thomas.
I got the Wizards under 35. So whoever wants
Over
to take,
under?
Under 35.
Under 35?
Under.
Fuck that, playoff baby. 10 teams get in, playoffs baby.
You know what I mean? That's some bullshit.
Fuck that.
Man, fuck that.
If we
play.
can't get in for what is top 16,
Fuck them play.
you know I love the song.
Top
Fucking
60.
play again.
Nigga, that's under 35.
Nah,
under.
man, I think they'll be better
Under.
than that, man.
Please.
Okay, give me an over under for Kispert points per game.
I mean, for a
10
rookie,
and a half. 10 and a half over under.
I don't know how.
See, that's hard for me.
I'm gonna go
because
under at 10.
Okay. All right, 10 game.
Yeah.
Okay.
10 a game, man.
10 a game is solid off the bench for a rookie.
Damn straight
You got
it
that
is.
right. Okay.
But you gotta get that little bit of.
With that, I'm gonna go ahead and marry him. My boy say he gonna get 10 a game
I
off the
think
bench.
I'm gonna go ahead and
I'ma
marry him also, man. You know, he's what we needed, some shooting.
Yeah.
You know, and we don't have to count on him, but I think he'll help us.
No, but you're not gonna have to. He's gonna get plenty of playing time
Yeah.
once they're at what 10 and 72.
He's gonna get a lot of players.
Lots.
Lots of
Tr-
players.
trust
Shout out
him.
to Bradley Beal. Go Gators.
Yeah.
So, out of this whole draft, man, who do you think is the number one, like in the best situation?
Jalen. That's
Jalen.
I think Jalen.
Jalen
Green, my bad.
Jalen Green, not
I think-
Jalen Suggs.
Yeah, no,
Yeah,
I
Jalen
think-
Green.
I think
You think
Ja-
he's in the best situation?
I think
Out of
Jalen
Houston?
Green's in the best
Yeah.
situation.
I think he's in the best.
I have to agree with that. I think
And to me that just comes from the experience of playing the G League because he you know what I mean, when you're in the G League, you know, you have some of that experience, you know what I mean, of just day-to-day life, and he was balling.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? He can play. It's clear he can play.
Absolutely.
And I think he's in the best situation. I'm not saying other people may not outshine him.
No,
or
I
do
think
better.
there's you never know, man, because man, but there's guys who go to the NBA
Yeah.
and flourish where you're like, where the
Absolutely.
hell he came from? Like Russell Westbrook, I knew Russell Westbrook could ball when he was at UCLA, right? Knew it. I knew he was going to be an athletic point guard.
Yep.
I knew he was going to make a lot of mistakes. Right,
but that's-
who the hell thought this motherfucker was gonna come out and be a triple double machine?
Machine.
This,
You know what I'm
at this
saying?
point in his career, right? I mean, that's just insane, man.
But even Jeremy Lin, he had Lin Sanity. I mean, he had the stretch run. So I mean,
insanity was
that was crazy. That was refreshing. So,
Man.
like I said, you never know. Like I said,
I immediately picked him up on my.
fantasy.
I don't know.
Dude.
I don't know why Cass did, man. After that second game he went off, I was like, man, let me drop this. Motherfucker. Man, let me drop Chauncey and get this motherfucker.
Yeah, you have to because
Man,
he was clearly balling, man.
I mean, shout out to you, Chauncey, man. You still the man.
good old Chauncey. Yeah, hopefully he does good there. So next we got going from basketball, which
Hold on, man.
yeah.
I hate the NBA draft coverage. I just want to put that out there, man.
You don't like
When-
Big Swaggy?
Man, when
You don't like it?
when
The swags?
when the NBA called them out like it was the beginning of the game,
You don't
they
like the
calling
swags?
calling out the rosters and stuff, man. Big shouts out for you showing the families and stuff like that. But man, come on, man, y'all gotta do better, man. Take
like-
a cue from the NFL, man.
You like the
NFL
swags?
The NFL doing that draft, man.
The
They do the
NFL draft.
man.
The
yeah.
They do the draft.
The NFL draft
draft.
coverage is so superior to every other draft coverage because
Tipsy T.
Tipsy T, big ups, man. But everything else about last night was trash.
Nah,
Especially when they started
definitely
talking to people about they outfits and stuff. You know what I'm saying? I guess, man, next time, man, I need y'all, ESPN, y'all own Disney owns y'all too, man.
Yep.
Do that outfit stuff on Disney Channel. You know what I'm saying? Where
And
the
to
kids that care about that shit.
and get to the
man.
big boy. Get to the big boy.
Come on, man. All right. I'm off my soapbox.
No, it's cool. It's cool. So we got the the men's. We're gonna touch on the Olympics.
going on
With
with
the
men's
basketball, right? So
What's going on with the whole United States in the Olympics,
Oh
man?
man,
Jesus
let me
Christ.
write some notes down for this.
yeah, for this.
God
So
damn.
what do you think about you think it's
Where we at now? We
Pop-
1-1.
Yeah, 1-1.
Who did we beat? I forgot who we beat.
Ni-
We beat
Nigeria.
Nigeria.
So
Yeah, we lost to France.
So they 1-2.
You know what? We 1-2. Who else we lost?
They lost to somebody else too, didn't
No, we just lost.
they? US, yeah.
No,
They
we're
1-1?
We're 1-1.
I'll tell you
We lost
what.
to France.
They play at 8 tomorrow.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, they play Iran tomorrow, right?
Nah, they played out.
They played Iran. That's right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I forgot who they played.
No,
No, it was Nigeria.
So they,
Was it
they
Nigeria or
beat
was it-
Nigeria.
Was it
That was
I thought it was Nigeria.
Joint.
Yeah.
Man, what kind of podcast we doing? We don't even know
Hey,
what
look,
Team USA.
hey, you know what I'm
man,
saying?
you know what I'm saying? Oh, that's why we got a producer. Don't worry about that.
That's right. He's gonna he's gonna edit the shit out this motherfucker. We can say that shit. He gonna edit it unless he's
They beat Iran.
Okay. So did they
That's
play?
it.
I
They
thought they beat
won, right?
Nigeria, or maybe that was.
They lost to.
Lost to France.
Okay, so
1-1.
Nigeria they
won and
beat in the.
No, Nigeria
in the
beat them in
the
Nigeria beat them in
exhibitions.
the expeditions.
Okay, gotcha.
Yeah.
So they beat Iran. So that was like 120. They beat them by 60. So do you think it's a Popovich thing, or do you think it's?
As far as Team USA,
Yeah.
no, I think people don't realize, man, the world has caught up to USA in basketball. I mean, I understand that we are still superior to everybody in
Yeah.
basketball, but it ain't people really feel like it's still like with the dream team. It's not like that. Every team in the Olympics has NBA players on their roster. And just like fucking who was it that said that? Oh, Dame. Dame was like, yo, these niggas play different when they play for their country.
Oh, of course.
You know what I'm saying? Right? Because when they're in the NBA, they have a role. Right?
Yeah.
And you play your role. That's the thing that people don't realize about professional basketball players. They play their role. People think that these guys can't just come out there and score buckets. They aren't there on the NBA roster to score buckets. They're there to play defense. They're there to get rebounds, right? Now, when they play for their country, buckets.
Yeah, but I mean, I agree to you to a certain extent, but you look at, like, JaVale McGee is JaVale McGee. Like, I'm not expecting him to do anything different than what his normal
I don't know why he's
role
on the
is.
roster.
Yeah, well, I mean, that's a whole nother conversation.
So
but
I think another thing with it, right, is when I go back to what I said earlier, right? You playing basketball back to back to back, right? These guys are playing from a condensed COVID season to go immediately into another regular season to immediately into Olympic basketball is wearing and tear. The wear and tear on your body is ridiculous.
I get
right?
that. Do you think it's just do you think it's because, like, let's say Coach K was there, let's say Steve Kerr was there. I mean, do you think that would be because Steve Kerr is more of that spacing, that Golden State offense? Do you think that would work with them? Do you think, Coach K obviously has had tremendous success in the past.
But that's what I'm saying. Pop's been sitting there right there
He has
next to
been
Coach
sitting
K,
there.
right? The whole time, right? And it's not, I think Pops is more like a Phil Jackson type of coach, right?
Yeah.
Pops does his coaching in practice. He doesn't do his coaching in games unless it's like fucking wire down to the wire.
Yeah.
We need to draw up a play and shit like that. All right, yeah, Pop's gonna come in there and coach. He does his coaching in practice. Now, as far as for Team USA, I don't think it's about Pop coaching. It definitely isn't that, right? I think the squad needs to fucking nut up and realize they're not playing NBA basketball right now. They're playing FIBA basketball, right?
And these players are coming for him.
And
they want to beat them.
every fucking night, you are the team to beat. And I feel like a lot of times, when a lot of those guys forget that mentality, right? Probably in high school, they was always the team to beat because they were the man on their squad and the man in their city, state, right? And they were the team to beat. And they forget about that shit when they get to the NBA, right? Because they're probably fucking playing their 19 and 32 or some shit like that. And then they're like, we ain't shit. We gonna have a high draft pick, right?
Okay.
But every night you come in, you're the team to beat, and they don't. I know. I watched the replay. I didn't watch it live. I watched the replay of the France game, and that's just what it was, right? I saw the French players, right? They're like, yo, man. Like, especially the NBA players on that squad.
Sure.
They were like, I know these niggas don't think I can hoop.
Yeah.
Because all I do is grab rebounds.
He had Evan Fournier
But now-
drop it dry. Had the best game of his entire life.
Now I'm gonna show you what the fuck I really can do. Right?
With the time, with the experience, you know, and the opportunity. I mean, like, what do you think, J Matt? Like, what do you think about that? You know,
I mean, I agree, man. It's just that I don't think that Popovich was the right coach for this, man.
yeah.
It's like he has like a system, and everybody's not gonna buy into that system with all these superstars.
Yeah.
It's like that's the way I see it. I don't know if that's the way I see.
San Antonio, that's definitely is a system.
No, it is.
Right.
It is.
Fucking, and all these pieces don't fit into that system. But it's not, like I said, when I go back to that, man, Pops is coaching in practice. He's not, and I don't think he's not putting San Antonio's stamp on this fucking team. He's coaching his team with the players that he has, right?
He's coaching, but I'll ask this. You know, is he coaching from the standpoint of, hey, we're trying to win a gold medal, or is he coaching them to help these players later down the line? Because there's a difference between coaching for the now and just giving them coaching and try to make them better players, because sometimes coaches can't differentiate about that. You know, the task at hand is winning a gold medal. You know, we don't need Pop to be Pop from San Antonio. We need him to coach these players.
I'm with you, but I need KD to score more than 10 fucking points.
Yeah, absolutely.
know
But is
what
that
I'm
a product of, you know, of the system? Is that a green light thing? Is that a, you know, what's going on? You know what I mean?
So when it comes down to it, right? I was a really good baseball player growing up too, right? And I would be coached in practice, right? I'm coached. I was really blessed to have a good coach. My coach actually was a Tampa Ray Devil Rays scout, right?
Shit.
So he would teach me how to hit, right?
You're sitting with us here.
Right.
I'm fucking with you.
Right. He would teach us how to hit, right?
Okay.
And when it got down to the game, right? And you're up there and you're sitting there and you're thinking, all right, fucking arms up, relax, step, swing, right? Hips, hands to the ball, right? Then he'll pull you up and be like, hey, all right, what we did in practice is what we did in practice. Hit the goddamn ball. I don't give a fuck what you got to do to hit the ball.
Hit the ball.
Hit the fucking ball. I don't care if you go back to what you did before we were in practice and shit like that. Hit the goddamn ball, right? Same thing, right? I don't give a fuck what we were talking about in practice or what we're doing in practice. Coaches coach. Players play the fucking game. Do what the fuck you got to do to win the game.
I think they need an alpha male, personally.
And KD is not an alpha.
He's not.
I don't know
He's
why
not.
people think he's an alpha. KD
No,
is
he's not.
an alpha. That's why he's as rolled the fuck up to fucking Golden
That's why,
State.
and listen, that's why
Right.
I love wrestling.
And you know what?
Kobe Bryant.
That's
I
probably
wish
that's
Kobe-
probably the meme of the goddamn year is when somebody put fucking KD in a French jersey, and I was like,
Man.
that fucking it fits. It totally
classic.
fits, man.
Classic. No, I think they need an alpha, and that alpha can't be, you know, Draymond, who's
No, it needs to be fucking Dame.
it needs to be
Dame,
Dame.
I think
Dame
he's
needs
the
to
alpha.
fucking.
Yeah.
Dame is an alpha. Dame needs to
he
be
is,
the alpha.
but I think he needs to just go ahead and start doing that, or, you know, somebody, you know. But with the, you know, Olympics, you know, also comes, you know, something that's real, you know, with Simone Biles, you know, with the whole mental health, you know,
Mental
thing.
health, man.
And we've covered it on this podcast many times. And Simone, I salute you. You know, I salute, you know, Naomi Osaka. You know, it's something that a lot of people, and, you know, again, I've mentioned before, I have, you know, I suffer from mental health issues as well. So it's something that a lot of people, you know, they try to bring you down. They think that these athletes are weak because they, you know, they do it. And, you know, it's totally opposite. You know, it takes so much, you know, courage to actually say, you know what, I have things that are going on in my life. Everybody goes through stuff. They're no different. Just because we see them, you know, on TV, just because they're doing, you know, things that we could never imagine or fathom, you know, in life, does not mean that they're not going through stuff, you know. And it's just that, you know, I salute it. You know what I mean? J-Met, like,
Yeah, me and Ray J was talking about this off camera before this. It's just when when we were kids, man. Probably when you was a kid too, we was just taught so much, like banged in our head, man. Pull through it. Nobody cares if you don't. Nobody cares about your mental. Nobody
Fuck
cares
your
that.
feelings.
Yeah, exactly. Pull through it, man. Do what you gotta do. Pull through it. Pull through it. And it's been banged in our heads so much, but now kids growing up, like I was telling them in the 90s and 2000s, they wasn't taught that. They were taught, oh, it's okay to express your feelings. It's okay to do that. But you know, with us, we wasn't taught that. We was taught the push through to do all
you're
that.
weak if you don't.
You're weak if you don't. You're a bitch if you don't. That's what we was taught. And I would have to say, you know, some of it is wrong, like you saying. Like you gotta be compassionate. Like it changed my, cause sometimes I'd be like, God damn, them motherfuckers soft as shit. What the fuck? Just go out and do your job. But then I gotta think, like he was just telling me about with gymnastics. It's not like with basketball. You can, if you're having a bad day, you can stop.
You have to be perfect.
With gymnastics, you can't stop in the middle of the flip.
So,
and
yeah.
say,
I'm done. Hey.
And that's what
I'm done.
Ray J was telling me after this, and he really he changed my mind about it, because I was like, you know what, you're right.
Because I think Kevin Love did that. Kevin Love had an issue, you know, with mental health, and he got out of the game. That you can do that in other sports, but you can't be on the vault and say, you know what, hey, time out. I'm not
finish
feeling
this
it.
one.
You know, and the thing is, and I think that is something, I don't think that it's a weak thing, because, you know, at the end of the day, she's saying, okay, you know what, I want to put out the best product that I can.
So look at it right now, right? It's Simone Biles and Naomi Osaka.
Yeah.
Right? These are individual sports.
Yep.
These aren't
team sports. Exactly.
They're not a sport where
100%.
you can defer to somebody
else. If I'm having a bad day.
If you're having a bad day. Right? Naomi Osaka, it's not, I don't think it's as, I think for her, Let me rewind a little bit. I know, being in the military, mental health is being just now, right?
Coming
2020 is coming to the forefront, right? Master Chief Petty Officer of the Navy. That's the number one thing on his to-do list, is making sure people are getting the proper mental health, proper help with the mental health, right? Because even me, I have things with mental health, right? I was in Iraq in 2006, the biggest, the most heaviest fighting during the war, right? I have issues with mental health, man. I can't drive by a fucking garbage can without fucking moving to the side of the road because I think there's a goddamn bomb in this motherfucker, right? Damn. So that's why I say people, number one, most of the people who are talking shit have never played sports in their life. If they did play sports, it was a really low level of sports, fucking little league. Right.
But look, beer pong in the back, beer pong in the backyard. I need you to get this damn ball into the cup.
Playing goddamn church league softball and shit like that.
No, you're right.
Those motherfuckers don't realize how much pressure is on these athletes, all right, especially in the Olympics. And like I told Jay, like Jay was saying, right, what I said earlier, fucking, you can't stop in the middle of a double layout and fucking be like, hold on, man, I don't really want to do this shit right now, right? You might fucking around, land on your goddamn neck and break your shit, right? I think it takes more for an athlete, especially the top athlete in your profession, to say
of all time,
I'm not helping my team right now.
Yep.
Right now, my team would be better without me. Right? And there's nothing wrong with that. I still think it's that little chick who fell during her damn floor routine that cost them the gold. Right. Yeah. Well, I digress.
But Lee,
right?
Lee won. Lee got herself.
Yo, man. Hey, And big ups to USA Gymnastics,
Yeah.
man, for the
Like
plethora of
they
color.
always
on
make,
this.
they always make us proud, man.
yeah,
I
yeah.
can't say a lot for some of the other ones, but
Yeah, gymnastics and swimming, man. You know,
I'm
as
telling you,
always.
man. So definitely, I'm a proponent of mental health.
Absolutely.
If you have any issues with mental health, I suggest you get help.
get help.
I mean, there's one thing. I've been in counseling for the last 4 years now, and it's helped me tremendously.
That's what's
good.
up,
Right.
man.
And
That's what's up.
And I know, especially coming from our community.
That's
they
what I'm
like,
about to
man, don't
say,
be
yeah.
telling no stranger about your
Yeah.
problems
That's
and
what I'm
stuff.
saying.
That's what
It's-
goes back to him.
You
You
know,
know,
especially with black people, man, you don't want to go to no therapist. It's like that used to be like white people shit, you know.
Yeah.
But it's real shit, man.
It
If you
is.
need somebody to talk to, you need somebody to talk to.
And
man.
I've been there. You know what I'm saying? Years and years ago, I had a rough time. My grandmother passed away. And, I had a therapist. She helped me out, and she helped me understand, the steps of grieving and, just getting back to my normal self. And, if you've never had a panic attack or anxiety, I mean, it's the worst. I don't wish it on anybody. And it doesn't matter how tough you are. It doesn't matter who you are. So, us as a community, blacks, whites, Asians, Indians, whatever, it doesn't matter. People have to, like I said, if you need someone to talk to, it does not mean you're weak.
No.
Does not mean you're a punk. Doesn't mean anything. Get help. Talk to somebody. It'll definitely get to that, what's bothering you, and just segueing into that, one person that we know that loves to talk about what's going on in his mind is Aaron
Rodgers.
Motherfucking Rodgers.
Aaron Rodgers ain't got no issues talking about his mental health.
Hey, Rod, and
Hey,
we
man,
ain't
listen,
talking,
listen.
and we ain't talking about J-Lo's ex.
I'm just saying, man. If you feel like you have enough power to do what you want to do, why not do it?
Sure.
Why not do it?
Why not?
Even if you don't feel like you got enough.
Guess what?
If you just like, let me try some shit out real quick.
He didn't.
But,
He didn't think he had it at first, but he got it now.
I think that
What
I think
my
he
man
was in his
say?
feelings.
What my man told Omar Epps, you got the juice now, bro.
I think Aaron Rodgers was in his feelings though. I think he was in his
should
feelings
be.
about.
Hell yeah.
But he said that he was trying to talk to them, trying to talk. I don't know if it's true. This is what he's saying. That
Fuck
he
your
was
money.
trying to. Yeah, he was trying to. Put his issues out there, and they was ignoring him.
I believe it.
So
I believe it.
It was basically like, oh yeah, we gonna get you. Don't worry about it. Yeah.
Man,
I believe it.
if
You don't believe that, Ray J?
I do believe that the Green Bay Packers didn't give a fuck about what Aaron Rodgers said.
Thank you. Okay. So
They did
I
not.
agree. You agree
Yeah.
about that? Okay.
They did not.
Okay.
But
They
paid,
tried to
man.
throw money at this man, and this man like, yo, fuck your money.
have
I
enough-
got money.
money.
I got money. It ain't about money, right? Fucking, I'm trying to win rings. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to submit. Even though he a first ballot Hall of Famer. We all know
is.
this,
Oh, yeah.
right?
He is.
But man, fuck that shit, man. I want to win. I want to be. There's only one winner at the end of the fucking season, right?
Yep.
$10 bucks. Let's go. All right.
I'm gonna pose a question real quick, and I know this wasn't on our thing, but I'm gonna pose
I don't
this.
care.
I'm gonna ask.
Yeah.
I'm gonna ask.
I could do this all night.
I bet. So the only thing I'll say, right? If Aaron Rodgers, okay, if he wins 2 more rings, like what kind of conversations that put him in? And I don't. And
It don't matter.
If he wins 2
Listen,
more rings, one of them not gonna be with Green Bay.
But listen, I understand the question. I know. I understand the
It don't
question.
matter.
I understand the question, and I
Yeah,
understand.
you know what? It matters if he's the second best of all time. That's all that matters.
Who's the first?
Tom Brady.
I'm not. I'm just.
But I'm
asking-
saying,
just asking
but I'm saying,
Tom Brady.
but the way that
You know what I'm
people,
saying?
but the way that people put him on a pedestal about all his greatness,
Mm-hmm.
and it's always the footnote that okay, he's done this with less than any other person, basically in the history
But
of
he has.
football. Listen,
it's a true statement.
I'm not debating.
gonna front.
I'm not debating that. I think we all can agree he's never had anything.
Yeah.
You know what I
He
mean?
had no significant weapons, no.
I mean, well, we see what the Packers do. I mean, they draft backup quarterbacks
Yeah,
for his ass when they have
You goddamn
when
right,
they,
man.
they have a
Yo,
plethora of players
look,
that they
you
can.
you could either change positions or
Yeah.
you can go to the practice squad.
Yeah.
What's up?
I get it. So I just look at it like, what would that put him in as far as a legacy standpoint? Obviously, we all know.
I mean, his legacy
He's a
is set.
he's a
Yeah, I think
first.
his legacy is.
I mean, but would someone say like, hey, you have to consider him,
Consider him
right
for what?
Right there. I'm saying right there with Tom Brady. Like, would you say? I'm just
man.
saying.
But
I mean, Tom Brady's
had
had players. Tom Brady.
Now. I think.
No, I'm saying, but Tom Brady's had players. This guy has.
No,
had
you're
nothing.
absolutely right. But right now, man, I don't hate Tom Brady because he's my quarterback. I just want to go on record
Tom Brady hates
before he
sell out.
before he became my quarterback, man. Fuck Tom Brady, right? Deflate the balls all you want to in Tampa Bay. I don't care. Right?
that's what
While you was in New England, you cheating ass motherfucker. Right?
If
But
this
in
guy
Tampa Bay,
gets
man,
two,
fucking deflate them bitches all day, right?
if he gets two more,
So I feel like Aaron Rodgers is definitely. So now, when you start talking about greatest of all time,
Yeah.
it's so fucking difficult, right? Because even for me, right, I'm when we talk about sports, it's typically errors, right? Fucking for me, Jordan's the greatest of all time, right? For my nephew, it's probably LeBron.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying, right? When we talk about sports, it's typically errors, right? And for my dad, for him, it's probably fucking Julius Erving, right?
Yeah.
So I think that Tom Brady has already fucking cemented himself as the greatest of all time for this era,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
All right, listen, I agree.
There's not much you can do about that, right?
I agree.
You can definitely say, right, and then for our father's era is probably Joe Montana. You know what I'm saying? And I probably because Tom Brady's won so much, it's kind of difficult. Even though he was in the AFC East, man, I feel like that's an easy road to the fucking playoffs and
But that's
championships and shit
another,
like that.
that's another thing.
You know what I'm saying?
You
When
think-
you start diving in and tearing shit apart, man, you can
Yeah.
fucking break shit down and fucking they cheated a couple years.
but I look at with Kansas City. Like, okay, we all know Patrick Mahomes is he could stop right now and he's a first ballot Hall of Famer. We all agree with that.
Patrick Mahomes a beast.
Yeah, but I'm just saying. But it's the same thing what you're saying.
Yeah,
The
absolutely.
division is trash right
Their
now.
division is garbage.
You know what I'm saying?
Division is garbage. But I look at what they do outside the division too.
They smash teams. Listen, they smash teams.
Right.
Listen, I'm not saying
Right.
they don't smash
But
teams.
no, you're
But
absolutely
I'm
right.
just
Because
saying.
same thing.
But they
Green,
have a
same
squad.
thing with
Green Bay has
same
nobody.
thing with the Patriots, right? So I mean,
Green Bay has nobody. You have Aaron Rodgers, Devontae Adams.
Aaron Rodgers is one of the best
Aaron
of
Jones.
all time.
Yep.
I can't deny that.
But
right?
this guy. Sorry, we
Before-
don't have the tape. But hey, Malcolm, make sure you edit this thing. Include this guy saying, "We want to go ahead and say it." I'll let you say.
What I
it.
say? What I say?
Oh, what? Scantling being what? What do you this thing is?
No, I didn't say no about no scat.
You
I said Lazard is a number two. Is a number
Lazard
two.
is a number two.
Lazard is a
I was
number
trying to
two.
help
That's
you
what I
out.
said.
Scantling would have been a better
better option.
He
right?
said Alan
Yeah.
Lazard is a legit number two receiver. He's lucky we didn't smack him and put his ass on the side somewhere.
Yeah, right.
You lucky I wasn't here for that shit.
Alan Lazard.
We put you on the
There we go.
picket,
Alan
roasting
Lazard.
you.
Number
But
two. Who's
but-
number two on the Washington football team?
Oh,
Number
what's
two
his name?
receiver.
Samuel. Curtis Samuel.
Corey Simmons.
Yep.
Lazard be number two on Washington football team?
Oh no, because he's not better than Curtis Samuel.
Oh, stop. Why? Because he's on Washington?
Yeah.
You heard him. You heard him, man.
Curtis Samuel's a beast.
Hey,
Malcolm.
right.
Mute the mic, man.
Yeah,
Mute
right.
the mic.
But yeah, man.
This nigga out here.
Aaron Rodgers is one of the top quarterbacks of all time.
Oh yeah, damn
Right.
straight, though.
Especially
Rodgers
when
is
you
a
do,
beast, though.
especially when you do with the least amount
He has
of
nothing. He has nothing.
weapons,
So,
right?
he has nothing.
So I can't deny that. If you were to go, man, if you were to go like pass for pass, fucking Aaron Rodgers, man. I mean, before he started the game, man, the team was like, we got a quarterback that could take us to the Super Bowl right
Listen,
now.
we don't know what would have happened minus the dumbass coach Matt LaFleur. You know what I'm saying? I mean,
Dumbass
it should
shit going
look.
for a field
It should have been the
You got the
it should have been the
quarterback on
best
the
quarterback.
field, and you go for a fucking field goal.
You go for a field goal because we were certain we're gonna get.
I
the
would have had
ball
more
back.
respect if they just went for it and not have gotten it.
But that
You gonna
goes,
lose anyway.
That goes back to what we were saying off camera that Aaron Rodgers. I think he did that. And Ray J and me were discussing it. I think he did it to prove a point. Like, look,
He said,
you're stupid. I know what the right call is.
but we not gonna do that.
I'm gonna do what they tell me.
If you can't
And everybody-
trust your
Come on.
quarterback to go 7 yards.
Everybody probably looked at
It's
everybody.
not even your quarterback.
No, man, that is not what it is. It's not. You can't trust your quarterback to go 7 yards, right? Because, like I said, we go back to Russell Wilson in the Super Bowl.
Yep.
Right? Fucking at the goal line. We done rolled this
No, that was a dumb
motherfucker.
play. That
We
was
done
dumb.
rolled this
Stupid.
motherfucker all the way down to the fucking 1 yard line.
You got the biggest
the
back
get the
on,
biggest
on the,
right.
in the league.
Look,
you
he's
got
the
the biggest
tight end.
back
That
in the
time-
league.
And,
Marshawn was a top 5 back.
and I understand. I understand the call. Right?
I don't.
No. Let me finish my statement. I understand the call. They're expecting us to give this bitch to Marshawn. Let's run the slant.
Play action.
Right?
Give me a play action. Give me a play action. They do play action? Did they?
No, it's
No, they
a straight
did. They
slant.
did. Give me a play action
least a play
and a
action for a
bootleg
passing.
with a
Yeah.
mobile quarterback.
I'm
Come
with
on,
you.
man.
I'm with you.
Come on, I mean, like I don't
Of
know
all-
shit about football. We don't know
of
shit
all-
about football. We can say
Of
that.
all plays to call, a straight up slant is the dumbest fucking play.
Dumbest.
And I blame Russell Wilson 100%. Fuck what Pete Carroll called.
So you don't want to. You don't want to
He
blame
supposed
the.
to- he
You don't
supposed to
want
audible.
to. You don't
He
want to
supposed to
blame.
audible.
You don't want to blame the white coach. That,
Nope.
You
Nope.
don't blame the white
You want to
coach.
blame the black quarterback.
I'm gonna say it right here in the camera right now.
Okay.
Russell Wilson, you should have been like, fuck what Pete just called. We giving this shit to
You
you.
don't
Fuck.
want to blame the coach.
No.
The coach called. The coach called it.
Yep, the coach called it. You know what?
You know,
and it was
Russell,
a fucking,
Russell,
it was
good
a
old
fucking
boy,
dumbass
man.
call.
He gonna do what he told. Russell's a good old boy.
That's a problem.
He
You
gonna do
but
what he
look,
told.
you don't think. But look, but that goes back to the pressure. Maybe he didn't want the pressure of making that call.
You know what?
Some people don't care.
I 100% agree with that. Right?
Some people don't care about what a coach calls.
Let me. Story. I got a story. Right?
Story time with Ray J.
Story time with Range. Right. So my freshman basketball coach played for the Chicago Bulls in the 1980. He got called up for a 10-day contract.
Okay.
10-day contract got extended to another 10-day contract. Right.
Okay. What's his name?
Clifford
can you
Lett.
tell?
Clifford Lett.
Clifford Lett. Okay.
Big ups to you, Cliff,
Big
man.
Cliff.
I know you a baller. And I still outshot you in practice that one day. Don't you act like.
We
All right.
need some footage on
But
that.
so, man, you know we didn't record shit in the days, man.
Nigga had
So,
Polaroids.
so here we go, right? Cliff Lett, right? He told us about this story, right? And we ain't believe this motherfucker.
Yeah.
And we're like, man, we know you played for the Bulls. We know you had a 10-day contract. We don't believe. There's no way that you said fuck Jordan and fucking shot the ball. Motherfucker pulled out the goddamn tape. Pulled out the tape after practice one day, right? And they was like, man, they passed. They done called a timeout. I don't even remember who they were playing. I don't remember what game it was. It wasn't like no real significant game or nothing like that. But he gets the ball. Fucking Jordan's like, give me the ball, give me the ball. Cliff's like, everybody knows the ball is going to Jordan.
Yep.
He's like, man, fuck that. And shot that bitch, right? All right, they was ready to sign this motherfucker for the rest of the season. He was like, man, fuck that.
What?
Take your ass back to CBA, motherfucker, right? Get this so, right? Hey, because everybody knows Jordan's getting the ball at that moment in time, right?
Yeah.
Even Jordan knows sometimes motherfuckers just know I'm going to take the shot. Let me pass the ball to Steve Kerr. Let me pass the ball to Paxson, right? So
I get it.
you have to know, yo, I know you just called this slant. I know you want me to be the MVP, but you know what? I'd rather get that ring, get them endorsements, fucking, hey, Marshawn, fuck what Pete said.
You gonna get this ball.
You about to get this ball. You know what? You might not get in this time. You might not get in second down. You might not get in third down. But them motherfuckers gonna have to stop you four goddamn times.
And that's what I'm talking about.
Before.
They can stop you four
Hell time.
They can
If
stop
they
you
stop you four
But
times,
you can live with that.
yo,
That's the right. If
I
someone
can-
will stop you 4 times,
I can live with that.
you live with that.
I
4
can
times.
live with that. Then for me to throw a goddamn interception, that goddamn
That was on a
Belichick,
slant
that
he knew was
that
coming.
Belichick done prepared us for.
He knew it was coming.
Belichick done prepared us for this.
Malcolm Butler was
Malcolm
already
Butler
in the
said.
spot.
Malcolm Butler said when they lined up, I knew
knew
exactly what
it
they were
was.
gonna run.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
I
I've
knew
heard
what
that
they were
too.
gonna run,
Yep.
and I beat the motherfucker to the spot.
Yep, and that's
Do I think it was pass interference? No,
it's bang bang.
because
I was
I
thinking, yeah.
because
Not-
I
They shouldn't have ran the play, so fuck it. It
Yeah.
wasn't passing interference.
Because-
And the refs punished them for that.
because even though I was a wide receiver in high school, I was also a cornerback, and I believe in fucking if a cornerback beats you to the spot, then fuck you, receivers.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying?
and you. I mean, it is what it is. It is what it is, man.
But yeah, man. Speaking in the NBA, man,
Yeah.
we got two big players that ain't happy, man.
Who?
We got
We got-
Howard for Miami, the cornerback. He said Miami is not respecting him.
Okay.
And
I thought
he-
you said NBA. This
Oh, you
NFL?
meant NFL?
NFL.
Okay,
yeah, my
man.
bad,
All right,
my
all
bad,
right.
my bad.
Because I was like, man, where the fuck we going with this,
Hey,
right?
Okay.
Okay.
My
Tipsy
bad,
Tea
my
will
bad.
make you confuse sports,
Tipsy.
ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah.
So you got Howard.
And then of
Yo, man, can
course,
y'all send some of this to Bahrain for me? I feel like we can make a real killing out of it.
Send some to the soldiers, baby.
You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
and then
You got
of
Howard?
course, and of course Watson, Deshaun Watson. He still wants to get traded,
Well,
man.
So let's start with
Yeah.
let's start with Miami.
All right.
Let's get that out the way.
All right, so because I feel like it's gonna be so much, we're gonna go into so much more with Deshaun Watson than just football, right?
Absolutely.
I'm getting a massage after this.
What? So what?
Jesus Christ, edit that. Please edit that. You gotta edit that. Look, that's the. I don't know what time this shit started, but please, at that mark, you gotta edit that one, man. You're gonna get us in trouble.
Goddamn.
Keep it. You say keep it.
Goddamn tipsy tea.
Tipsy T got niggas wanting to got niggas wanting to get massage.
What was all right? What who said what in Miami?
The cornerback Howard, man, he's a top 5 corner in the league.
No, yeah, absolutely, man.
And well,
No, that absolutely.
No. The corner, yeah, he is.
yeah, he's a
But what
top
I'm saying
5
is,
corner.
the contract you signed,
Oh yeah, okay, yeah.
you signed it.
Okay.
Is he mad about his contract?
He's mad about the contract. He wants more money. He
so he's
signed
not
it.
mad about his team. He's mad about the contract.
He's saying that
Tell me what he said.
Miami's not listening to his gripes and they're disrespecting him. He's a top 5 corner in the league, and his
Okay.
contract disrespected him
Okay.
for what he's getting paid. I think he has.
Let me go real quick.
Go.
You know what the problem is?
Yep.
You should have bet on your fucking self and that you were going to be a top 5 cornerback. You sold yourself short. You signed the fucking contract.
So play it.
And you play it. It is what it is. You know what I'm saying?
How far is he into his contract?
I
again?
think he has 2 years left.
There's 2
2
years,
years
left.
left.
I'm just saying, right now, they don't owe you shit. You
'Cause you signed
gotta,
the contract.
you signed it.
I can't
Dak
even-
Prescott, we people criticized him all day, every day
For not, for
for
you're
not
right.
signing. And you know what he did? He said
proved himself.
He proved himself.
Yeah.
He said, "Fuck it."
You're absolutely right.
You know what? And he got paid. Unfortunately,
They
he
was
got,
calling
he
him the
got
dumbest
injured.
motherfucker for not signing
But
that
people,
contract.
but
yeah.
He
people
was
were
not-
calling him.
he was
but,
not dumb
But
for
you
not
know,
signing
Oh no, they was
no,
calling him.
people
They
were
was
calling him.
I know
I think
they
he was
were.
he was smart
I think he
because,
was
but
smart,
at the end
yeah.
of the day, he said, you know what? I don't give a fuck. I know what I am. I know how great I am. I know how great I can continue to be
And
with
he
my
got
work
paid.
ethic. And he got paid.
Yeah,
And they
absolutely.
saw how bad
Yeah,
they are
Well,
With Andy
without
Dalton.
him.
Yeah.
Trash.
It's like, oh man, we
So
could,
you got him
well,
back
we
in.
could put anybody back here.
Yes.
Get
But
the
it
fuck
didn't
outta here,
happen.
man.
So the thing
Tired of
is,
motherfuckers
so
saying that
Howard,
shit.
I'm sorry, you signed it. You should have, if you thought that, you know, if you had the confidence that you were a top 5,
I can be.
then I'm sorry. I mean, the contract's the contract.
No, okay. I'm all with you in holding out and trying to get what you're worth at this moment in time, right? But I'm not mad at the team for like you're on the contract, right?
Yeah.
If you want to sit out because you don't want to play because
We're gonna
of
find
what we
shit out
signed
of
you
We
for.
can find you.
I don't right as a team, right? I really don't give a fuck.
But he can't. He showed up. He showed up to camp. He's just
Yeah.
expressing his.
No.
He wants to be traded.
You're absolutely right. Express what you want, right? And if you feel like that they're not putting the pieces around you and stuff, and you feel like you got some Aaron Rodgers pool, I don't think you got it.
Yeah,
No.
you gotta listen. You gotta
Right.
give me three years.
I need
of
more.
that.
I need more from you, man. Right now, that's the one thing about the cornerback position is what have you done for me lately?
Yeah.
Type position. You know what I'm saying? You can't ride off of what you did for 2 years and then think that's going to be worth it, right? Nah,
I mean,
you're not
with
going to get
Jalen Ramsey, that happened.
There are some people,
You know?
right? Jalen Ramsey, but Jalen Ramsey did what he did for
did what
a
he did.
while, right?
And
he was able to leverage
trade.
that
Yeah, he got to trade.
He
into a
leveraged the
trade,
trade.
and he fucking got what he got. I feel like if you can leverage it into what you can get, then by all means do it, right?
Then do it.
But I feel like don't fuck up your position trying to leverage some
Yeah.
shit that may never come, right?
Yeah.
If you've been balling out, continue to perfect your craft, continue to do what you're doing, and once your time comes, it's gonna come. That's just the way it is. It's that simple, right? It'll come when it's supposed to come, and I believe
what
that
she said.
wholeheartedly.
Yeah.
Right?
All right. Well, let's talk about your man Watson then, man. We got 3 teams.
Yep, so we're going.
3 teams are they said are
Watson.
heavy on him. One is Miami.
I don't know why.
The other, well, they don't believe in Tua.
Damn. Yeah.
That's sad.
old blood.
Listen,
And,
and we had a segment about that. I never thought he's that good. I don't think he's
I
that
didn't think
good.
Tua was that good, man.
And it just
I
is
just
what
don't
it
trust
is.
left-handed quarterbacks.
Yeah, I
That's
think I
just
went
the
you
way
on
it
that.
is.
Unless you're Steve Young
No, that's your pick.
or Michael Vick. But Michael Vick was special.
Steve Young, Michael Vick.
They were special. But that's two
They-
of what? Like
Tua, yeah.
Kenny Stabler? I mean, like,
No, they can run.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they can run.
Tua
So-
can't run like that.
But yeah,
You know
one
what I'm
is
saying?
Miami, one is the Eagles, and the third is your Washington football team.
Oh, we knew
Okay.
that. Oh, we
So-
knew that.
So, man.
They like people who assault and beat up fucking women. I'm
Number
just
one.
saying, I
He did-
said
whoa,
that.
whoa, whoa.
I said that.
Whoa.
That is a
He did
Washington
He did not assault
staple.
no bitches. All he did was try to
How
get the
you
little
know?
hand. All he did
Were
was
you there?
just put
You were
their
there?
hand. I'm saying what the bitches said. The bitches said that
Oh,
he
the
put
bitches.
their hand
See,
on
he's
his
a
joint.
Washington football team person. See, I'm just saying
He's
what
saying,
the bitches
no,
said.
the bitches said that
Oh, so the bitches not women.
the bitches are the one that.
are they not women?
It's
They're
no.
not women?
Oh, wait,
They're
one
not
thing
women?
is
They're
no
not- I mean, they're not-
criminal.
they're
There's
not
no
women.
criminal report right now. He is not being charged criminally. It's just a civil
Right.
case right now.
For
They're
some
all
bitch-
civil.
some
It's
bitches.
all civil right
It's
now.
22 bitches that said
Right.
he put their hand on his Johnson.
Now, let me go.
No, they filed criminal.
There's no assault. He didn't rape the bitch. He didn't even fuck. Didn't even say he didn't fuck. He's just.
They ain't say-
he
listen,
just.
they have criminal. There's criminal complaints
no.
against them.
It's no criminal.
So,
complaints.
It is.
So,
No,
if,
it's-
so
Look it up.
there
I'm trying
hasn't
to-
been no criminal charges pressed.
Yeah.
No criminal charges pressed.
they
Now, I
have-
can't say that there's not been no criminal complaints. I can
Then
say
they have
no
crim-
criminal.
They have criminal complaints.
No
They have
charges
not-
pressed.
The prosecutors
Right.
have not brought.
But,
charges.
but right now it's all
Against them.
civil suits, right?
Right
But
now,
let me tell you something. But
22 civil suits.
Deshaun says he's willing to settle. Outside.
yeah.
Of course, I
No,
would
no, no,
too.
no, no. Yeah,
He's
because
willing to
yes,
willing to
settling is easier than having
Than
to
going
go
to jail.
through the fucking.
Yeah.
Not even the
They're
criminal.
going to jail.
Not
So
the
that means
criminal
he's
portion.
guilty.
Not the criminal portion, but the civil portion. Right. Settling is way more beneficial for him than fucking having to go
it
through
is.
the trial. Right. Same thing like with Michael Jackson. Right. Do I think Michael Jackson touched?
Oh, he
those
touched
kids?
boys.
Right.
He touched, and we'll leave it at that. We'll leave it
Nah,
at that.
we're not even gonna talk about
I
it.
don't
Let's
know.
keep on-
Yeah, we
keep on going.
digress.
Keep on
We
going. Keep on
digress.
going.
God bless
Keep
my
on
God.
Keep it
Nobody's ever proven nothing.
Watson.
But
But
it's much more beneficial for him to just go ahead and settle, right, than to have to sit there and go through trial.
Yeah.
Right. So Because if you gotta go through trial, that's gonna go through all through the season and all that shit, right? But fuck that. He wants to get that shit over and done with. Here's your $100,000. Take your money, bitch, and go fuck away, right?
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure he'll gladly give each one of them bras $100,000 to go the fuck away.
Yeah.
That's
Right.
2.2.
You know what I'm saying?
2.2
That
million.
ain't shit, right? That's not even a signing bonus, right?
No, sure.
So with that, right, I think the teams that want his services, I feel like Washington wouldn't be a bad fit for him.
I don't think
I
so
don't think
either.
it'd be a bad fit for him. I think Philly's all right with Jalen Hurts with the fucking with an
If
off
I was
season,
him, I wouldn't want to go to Philly.
Right.
I'd rather go Miami than Philly.
right, with an off season and all that stuff for Jalen Hurts in Philly, they're fine, right? I mean, I don't
But
think Philly has to pay the money.
they said they're the most aggressive because they got the most
Really?
picks for
That's
what's
crazy.
name. So
Right.
Jalen Hurts might be in that package.
Jalen Hurts may be in that package,
No,
right?
I think that for me, it's the mental aspect, right? Mm-hmm. You know, I want to see exactly what this guy is actually going to do. You know,
Oh, you don't
because
think he's gonna be good because of the suits?
I don't think so. I think he's the appearance of.
I think.
You have different people. I don't think there's a difference between being
Real
booed
quick.
and there's
Real
a
quick.
difference between people yelling rapists.
Real quick,
at you. I'm sorry.
Real quick, I feel like once he gets on that field, I only played football in high school and
Yeah.
I on the sidelines in college.
Yeah.
I didn't notice shit that anybody was saying in the stands.
I have to
Yeah.
agree, man. I think that you can block out that stuff. It ain't like he. It's just
You think?
That's your.
I think you can.
No,
I think you
now,
can blink out
now,
that
see,
shit, man.
Now,
You think?
Now for athletes nowadays, right? Because he's so young and stuff like that. Those guys fucking live on social media and shit like that. Like I'm older. I don't live on social media. I don't give a fuck what motherfuckers say about me on social media. They can be like, "Yo, Chief Johnson is the worst fucking chief in the goddamn
Yeah.
Navy." I probably would never know.
Would never know because
I don't give a fuck about social media, right? Those guys nowadays,
They care about
they
it.
care about.
They care
social
about it, and not even that. He's an African American male,
Mm-hmm.
and you're gonna have to come to a podium, and you're
talk
gonna
about
have to talk. They're gonna.
But he
ask
don't
you.
have to talk about it.
You don't. Listen. You don't have to. But come on, man. Like you said,
gonna be
you're in a
questions, though.
social media environment. I just think, you might not be able to hear the rapists and all that shit.
And
but
during the game,
During the
but-
game, that's fine. But you're gonna have to deal with it
Before and
a-
after.
And after. And it's just something that's. I just don't think mentally he's that strong. That's just me.
I'm saying,
I don't think very many
As a
athletes
football-
his age are that strong.
They're not.
Yeah.
He's a young dude.
We talk
that
about
had
that
a
mental
spick-
healthness for
Yeah,
young
he had
athletes.
he had a spick and span, slate. Like,
yeah. I mean, before this, he was a good. I mean, like,
Yeah.
he gave his first check to the to
he's
the
done a
users
lot,
and all that, man. It's like he
I
seemed
just-
like he was alright, dude, man, and he's a great quarterback. He's a
but
very.
I just
he's
don't.
a top 10
I'm
quarterback
just-
in the league.
I just don't know.
Top five.
You said what?
He's a
Top
top five.
Top 5 of what?
Top
Quarterback?
5 quarterbacks.
What in the AFC?
In the league.
Y'all still on Watson?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Name 5 better in the league right now.
You're not. I can listen. I can name.
Brady.
I can name 5.
Rodgers. Where you go from there?
What's
I'll
my
give
man
you
out of
Wilson.
Buffalo?
I'll give you Wilson.
Wilson.
Jalen Allen, Josh Allen,
Josh Allen's better.
That's right.
Yeah, Josh. Yeah.
So that's 5. All right. Top 10.
He's definitely top 10. He's definitely top 10.
I'll give you. I'll give you Josh Allen. Josh Allen's borderline for me
We'll
for
leave it to
him.
Jay. He's the top 16.
Josh Allen's borderline for him, but I'll give you.
But last year Josh Allen did more than enough,
like
and
that.
you saw what you give him a top flight receiver
Yeah.
and Stephon.
Yeah.
Man, them dudes are making magic, bro.
they
Now
are.
who's after that?
Watson.
I mean,
So, okay, top 10.
but again,
ten.
Watson is a person who did something with less.
Yeah, he
Yeah.
did. Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
he did.
absolutely.
He did something with less.
But as a football fan, a Washington football fan, I should say,
Yeah.
I would love them to package something together. You can package, man. We can package
Don't package too much, man. Y'all over there.
We can package Ionitis. We can package Ionitis and the lineman.
I ain't
and
gonna
maybe a
front,
first round pick.
I ain't gonna front,
and send it
man.
down there.
I was really surprised about y'all season last year, and I was like, man, damn, they balled out.
Yeah,
Our defense is good.
That defense gonna be top.
Babers was like, we was talking in the car. He's like, I don't think I'd say they balled out. I was like, well, I mean, for them, I feel like they balled out.
balled.
We're gonna surprise a lot of motherfuckers this year.
All right, well, I'm be watching.
Surprise a lot of motherfuckers
Third
this
instead
year.
of fourth.
Hey,
Third instead of fourth.
Nah.
Third instead of fourth.
I'm telling you.
No, but it's gonna be a great thing coming up. You know what I'm saying? So, everybody. Soon we're gonna be on, every week on Fridays.
Yes, sir.
Man. Once that
football, we're gonna try to get this gambling thing right.
we gonna
try to get y'all some picks, man.
Yep.
I think next week we can start talking about the first week lines and everything like that.
We start getting
Preseason about to come up. Oh man,
You start getting it
it's
going.
about to get real, man. Football season. I love it. I love it. I love it.
Oh yeah. But Ray J, man, I appreciate.
Yeah, I appreciate you stepping in for my man, Babers, man.
Hey,
Like I told Babers, I said you better start flying out here.
Hey.
You're better than he is.
Man,
Stop. Babers,
look.
I love you. Look, good thing
Look.
you can't hear you. You can only hear the audio.
Look, I'm gonna tell you, man. Now that he done told me about this, you know what I'm saying, man. Hey, man, I might mess around and call in.
Hey, look, hey, we set that thing up, baby. What
Get-
time? What's
I
Bahrain
hey.
time right now? You know what I'm saying? We gonna
Right
wake your
now,
ass up at
Bahrain.
3:00 in the morning.
Right now, it's about 4 o'clock in the morning in
We
Bahrain.
gonna be
man.
calling it like, nigga, wake
know
your
what I'm
ass
saying?
up, chief.
That's all right, man. It's the weekend,
You ain't the
so
chief
man,
of
I
us.
get it, right? Right? It's the weekend. I'm
No,
just
but
gonna
we
sleep.
appreciate, man.
Appreciate you, man. Appreciate
Especially when
you,
I
man.
come back, man. I'm back
Oh, yeah.
in Cali, man. I give
Absolutely.
y'all that West Coast point of view.
Hey,
That's what I'm
let
talking
us
about.
in,
You know
man.
what
But
I'm
we
saying?
appreciate the service,
Hey,
man.
man.
But like
Thank
real
you.
talk, man, we definitely
Shout out
appreciate
to Malcolm, man.
Yeah.
Thanks a
I
lot,
appreciate
man.
you guys.
Love you,
Thank
man.
you a lot.
Great episode, fellas.
You guys are awesome.
We'll holler at y'all.
See y'all next time.
You
man.
already know what time it is.
All right.
Peace.